So what we're going to do here is to quickly go over the overpower strategy. Okay, this hardly fails. And so you just have to pay attention and follow what I'm going to show you here. So the number one thing you have to do is you go on your chart, then you go to your 15 minutes time frame. So right now I'm on XAUSD gold on 15 minutes time frame. And then the next thing is you have to identify a clear trend. Okay. If you look here, we have a clear trend going up. So here, we have a trend going up here. Yeah. Once you identify that, the next thing you have to look for is a change of character. So if you see here, it went up, came down, it went up, it came down, it went up, and then it came down here. There's a change of character at this level. Yeah. Once that occurs, then the overpowering says, was there an overpowering of sellers or buyers? And what I mean is this. If you look here at this point, there is this engulfing candle, which shows us that buyers were in high control. They were in control of the market at this point. Okay. So if buyers are in control of the market at this point, it means that once this point is broken, then they are no longer in control. Okay. So we see that buyers were overpowered at this point, and then there was a change of character. Those are the two things you have to look for. Then once you find these two things, one thing can be sure. You have to measure how far the market moved this way, and you can be sure that the market is going to move in the opposite direction that much. So you see how much it moved up, then you see how much it moved down. This is sure. You can move further, but this is one thing you can always be sure of. Now, let's take a look at another area of the chart. Now, let's take a look at it. Now, this strategy is simple and is rule-based, and you can always, there is no doubt of whether it is what you're looking for or not. So if you look here, we see that this is moving up, moved up, came down, 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 and then at this point, there was a change of character, right? Because this low was broken. Then the next thing you have to look for is, was there an overpowering of buyers? Because as we see, buyers were pushing this market up. So if we come down here, what we're looking at here is this. There is this engulfing right here. See these two candles? There's an engulfing right here, which means that at this point, buyers were in control. But then once it was broken with a candle body, it means that they are no longer in control. And then followed by a change of character. So from our overpowering strategy, we can confidently say that, hey, the market moved this much up, is going to move this much down. See what we have. And the market kept moving, but you can be sure of this one. So this is a short one-to-one. Okay. Now let's look at another area of the chart. Let's see if we find an opportunity. Now let's look at this because this is a good case study to tell you when not to be in the market. Now look at this. If you look here, this was a clear uptrend, right? So if you look here, it went up, came down, went up, came down, went up, right? And then at this point, the market broke here. But look at this. It broke with wicks, not body. All right. So even though there was an overpowering here, okay, you see the overpowering of this engulfing or other block, right? The market didn't break, change character with weak body. It showed us there was not much interest here. So you stay away. All right. Now let's look at another asset. Let's choose let's go to, let's say, USDJPY and try and find this. So our usual formula, we're on the chart. What do you look for? The 15 minutes time frame. All right. Then you go and look for a clear trend. All right. Now let's look here. There's a clear trend here. Let's see if we can apply our overpowering strategy. So there was a clear trend here, right? It went up, came down, went up, came down, went up, came down, went up, came down. And then at this point, we know that there was a change of character at this point because this low was broken, right? Then we have to go and check, was there an overpowering? We go here, we can see an engulfing here that was overpowered, right? So an overpowering of bias coupled with a change of character. Now we can confidently say that the market is going to move down as much as it moved up from here. Okay. So if I move this to here, see what we're saying. So you can confidently take 1-to-1 and know that the market is going to move down this much. Okay. Let's see if we find another opportunity here. Let's look here. There's a downtrend going. There's a downtrend here, right? Even though it's kind of choppy down here. But let's see if we can find something. Remember, we're looking for an overpowering. If we don't see that, we don't have to worry about it. So the market came down here, moved up, came down, moved up, came down, right? Moved up, came down, right? So our change of character is going to be at this point, right? Because if you see, it came down here, moved up, came down, and then it was choppy all around here, right? So if the market moves above here, we know there's a change of character, right? Then we have to go and look for an overpowering. So if we look down here, is there a clear overpowering of, in this case, sellers? Because sellers were pushing it down. And if we look here, there is something down here. Look at this. It's a kind of an engulfing, all right? Where this red candle engulfed this one. Even though it's not pretty huge, but look at this. But once we've seen this, we know that this was sellers, okay, pushing the market down. Clearly, they were in control here, all right? But then they were overpowered above here. So what do? We go and measure how low it went. So from this measurement, we know that the market is going to move up at least this much. So if we take this and we move it up here, see that we can confidently take our 1-to-1. Yeah. All right. So that's just a quick run through of what the overpowering strategy is. And if you have any question, leave it in the comment and we'll talk about it. Thank you.